Are you ready for the 5 most powerful questions you can ask a prospect in a sales appointment? I don't think you are, but I'm going to give them to you anyway on this episode of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Hi, it's Dave Lorenzo, and on today's show, we're going to reveal the 5 most powerful questions you can ask on a sales appointment. That's right, these are the 5 most powerful sales questions ever, and I'm going to give them to you on a silver platter today. That's right, you're going to take them right from the palm of my hand and make more money with them immediately. All I ask in return is that if you like this video, you give me a thumbs up. And subscribe. There's a box down below and it's red and it says subscribe. Hit that button, punch that button real strong, and then ring the bell. That's right, make sure you ring that bell so you're notified when we go live right here on the Dave Lorenzo Daily. All right, let's get right to it. The 5 most powerful sales questions ever. The 5 questions that put you in control, that help you deliver value. Question number 1. Who is your ideal client? Who is your ideal client? I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there and you just can't wait to tell the prospect about the value you provide. You can't wait to tell him how good your product is or how great your service is or what a fantastic experience he's going to have in doing business with you. You can't wait to tell him, and you should wait to tell him. Because first you have to find out about him, and you have to find out how you can deliver value to him and develop a relationship with him. Then you can get into figuring out what you can sell him and how you can help him with your products and services. So, Mr. Prospect, who is your ideal client? He'll tell you. And then you ask, well, what makes him your ideal client, or why is he your ideal client? This way, you can help him get more clients. Imagine that. You're going to help him get more clients. You're going to deliver value to him. You're going to put money in his pocket so he can spend that money on your product and on your service. That's why this question is so powerful. You find out who his ideal client is. You help him get more clients just like that. You introduce him to people just like that. You introduce him to people who can refer him to others who are just like his ideal client. Then he trusts you, and you're putting money in his pocket, and he's going to turn around, he's going to spend that money right back on you. Question number 2. Who can I introduce to you that would change everything for you? Who can I introduce to you that would change everything for you? Again, we're delivering value first before we try and get the money out of his wallet. Here's the thing. You're asking this question, and it could be business or it could be personal. It could be business or it could be personal. Maybe his kid wants to get into private school, and maybe you know the head of admissions at that private school. Would that be a valuable introduction? Do you think that introduction would lead to a relationship for the rest of your life? You bet it would. So, who can I introduce to you that would change everything for you? Not restricted to business. Powerful question, because again, you're delivering value and you're out there, you know a lot of people, you can make introductions. This is good stuff. Question number 3. If you could change one thing, about your business, what would it be? If you could change one thing about your business, what would it be? This is where you're getting into what he needs to accomplish. He's got some pain, he's got some problems. You can help him solve them, perhaps with your product, perhaps with your service, perhaps with an introduction you can make. There's an opportunity here with the answer to this question. If you could change one thing in your business, what would it be? If the person is comfortable with you and you're deep into a conversation, they will answer this question honestly, and then providing that help is closing the deal. Question number 4 is a follow-up to either of those last 2 questions. And the question is, why is this important to you personally? So who can I introduce you to? What problem can I solve for you? If you could change anything, what would it be? Your follow-up after that is, why is this so important to you? This is personal, isn't it? Why is this so important to you personally? Here's what you're doing here. You're attaching emotion to the solution to a problem, and that connects you and your prospect. Attaching emotion to the solution of this problem connects you to your prospect. That's what we want. So why is this important to you personally? Why is this so personally important to you? You're making that emotional connection. That's deepening the relationship. Question number 5, when they reveal their pain, when they reveal their problem, when they tell you what their goal is or what their goals are, you sit back and you look at them and you go, makes sense. Would you like some help with that? This is the money question. Would you like some help with that? Now, if you have a product or a service that can solve their problem or help them achieve a goal, the answer to this question is the close. The answer to this question is closing the deal. Would you like some help with that? They say, what do you mean? How would that work? I'm not sure. Tell me what you're talking about. They're asking you to help them solve their problem, and that's what you do in return for financial compensation. So the answer to that question is the close. Those are the 5 most powerful questions in sales. I don't care what anybody else tells you. You're in the business of developing relationships and then building trust and then solving problems in return for financial compensation. Those 5 questions are the 5 most powerful questions that demonstrate your ability to solve problems. They demonstrate that you have an external orientation. You're interested in helping the person across the table from you, and they help you build a relationship with them so that they feel like they can trust you because they can trust you. And that's what it looks like when you develop relationships for the long term. Use these 5 questions. They're powerful. Use them to develop relationships first, and then provide a product or a service that adds value to the client's life or the client's business next. I'm Dave Lorenzo, and for more great sales information just like this, I want you to join me right back here tomorrow on the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Until I see you again, make sure you do this and sell more.